Hi everybody, Bob Sokoler Bentley Team, Remax Properties. Yes, another closing, and this time we have just sold. Diane, this was your dad's house, correct?
That is correct.
So we met, we talked about staging it. How was that experience, and what did you learn from that?
It was wonderful. Actually, the furniture was still in the house,
Yep.
and you told me to keep it in, that would be best because it sells better furnished, and I did that. Your team made a beautiful video of the house. I thought it was just spectacular. I would want to buy it. And and that was put online, and yeah, that initial process was just very easy. We sat down, we talked, we agreed on a price, and it was on from there.
And we sold it a couple of weeks later or so?
A couple of weeks. I think it wasn't even 15, 16 days at most. Yeah.
So what I'm always curious, price for what we had, were you happy with what we were able to get as a price?
I was very happy. I wanted to clear a certain amount after closing costs, etc. And it was well beyond that. The process went very smoothly. There was an app that you let me access on my phone that updated me on the showings, on the sales. There was like a sign in the yard about open houses, you know, basically 24/7.
It's
so
part of our technology.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And so there were showings. I mean, sometimes I saw on the site that there were showings 3 and 4 times a day, which was spectacular. And that was during weekdays, not just weekends. So
okay, so here's what happens though. Through the process, we get to a point in the appraisal process that there was a problem. I won't go into the specifics of the problem, but there was a problem. And at this point, the buyer is asking for a price reduction. And I told you what, and how did it come about? What happened there?
Yes, they asked for a price reduction because of a certain...
yeah, we won't go into the details, but
yes, exactly. And so I actually was on a business trip in Western Pennsylvania. You emailed me and with the information from the potential buyer and said, this is what we want, this is what they want to do. And so please call me. So we got on the phone and we discussed it. And you made a recommendation that basically we should release them and put it back on the market. And less than 48 hours later, I don't even think it was 48 hours, they came back and said, never mind. So
we're moving forward.
We're moving forward.
We called their bluff.
Exactly. It was beautiful. I couldn't believe it.
So anything we should do different, Diane, in the process of what we do?
No, I don't think so. I think everything was so beautifully done and professional and perfect. And I think that maybe as part of the real estate sale, that if look at it in the future as far as maybe helping people sell items through electronic means. Maybe we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
But you know, there's so many days after the client accepts the offer or the seller that you have to be out of the house. And there was some heavy furniture, of course, that was still there, and numerous items that I needed to sell that I really didn't want to donate. That so. And so that's something that maybe we can talk about.
We're going to talk about. Yep. Okay.
Great.
Well, thank you. Congrats on getting what you want.
Yes.
And what Diane is alluding to is something we're going to cover in another video, and I'll try to put the link to that video below, but it's about getting items that your loved ones have that you need to get rid of and how to do that most effectively. My thanks to Diane. If you need me, I'm here for you anytime, day or night. 502-376-5483. I'm Bob Sokoler, Bentley Team, Remax Properties East.